Hello everybody! And welcome back once again to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. It's good to be back. I've taken a 2-week break from LP, and if you watch my video update you will know exactly what's happened, why there's been an absence of uploads, and why I have decided to dive straight on in with Pillars of Eternity to get myself back up and running. I've been really looking forward to kicking things off with this LP because I've been playing Pillars of Eternity whilst I've been off. I've had another game save going on. I haven't done anything that I haven't already done. I refused to go past this point in the game, but I was just practicing with other classes and just having a look at some builds and things and just maybe trying to get a bit of practice in to increase my battle prowess, if you will. And as a result of that, I've done a little bit of respecking. Because of the party of two had a bit of a break. Maybe not quite 2 weeks, but they've had a bit of a break, and in that break they've perhaps discussed strategies with each other. Fedoran not quite so happy with how some of his team are performing. He's quite content with his own abilities, his own performance. Nothing wrong with him, but some of the others could do with a bit of a kick up the backside to raise standards. And as a result of that, Adair and Nadog, to start things off, have been sparring with each other, having some fighting practice, listening to Fedoran, giving them advice as if he's a professional. But yeah, they've had a bit of a respec. So in terms of respecking, I respect some of the skills of these two just to balance them with the other party members. I will be respecking Durance and Sagani when they level up. They're still as they were for now. But in terms of Adair, Fedoran wants him to deal a bit more damage. He's just not quite socking it to the enemy. It's very good of him to soak the damage up and protect the rest of the party members from harm, but he wants him to also be able to land a blow or two and do some injury. So as a result of that, he's focused his energies on becoming proficient with his weapon. Extra damage with weapon specialization Knight. Extra accuracy for swords and also crossbows. So you'll notice that he's also now wielding a crossbow as a result of the new talent and ability. He's also got Apprentice's Sneak Attack, which is a weakened version of the rogue trait. A lot of weakened versions of other classes' traits have been added as part of the White March expansion. This appears to be just a melee damage output bonus. It doesn't seem to have to be in sneak mode, so I'm hoping that's the case. So yeah, just working on increasing the damage output of Adair to be more of a hybrid damage tank rather than just purely soaking everything up and not doing a great deal of damage to the enemy. And these we know we've had them before. So just a slight tweaking for Adair to a couple of traits and abilities. Other than that, he's also been equipped in Fine Brigandine. 12 damage reduction. Yes, it's about time he puts on something slightly more sturdy. So that is Adair. Nadog. He's now wearing plate armour. Damage reduction 12. He's also prized the boots off Fedoran's feet. Fulvano's boots, the old Valian explorer. Fedoran would have us think that he willingly gave these boots to Nadog, but the fact of the matter is Nadog demanded these boots from Fedoran. If he wanted, Fedoran wants him to alter his style and wants to lecture him about things, then the least he can do is give up his damn boots, which confer a 1 constitution bonus, which is pretty handy. And you can see he's now wielding Justice. The sword that we got from Lord Radric was just too good to pass up. Wielding a hatchet and a flail? Nah. He's the kind of guy that wants something big that he can swing into somebody's face and cause massive damage. So he's wielding that. So he's had a bit of a tweak to his abilities and talents. He's now got Weapon Focus Soldier for the Greatsword Accuracy bonus, Two-Handed Style for the 15% damage output bonus, and also One Stands Alone. Makes it harder for him to flank, but when he is flanked, he gets an extra 20% melee damage. He doesn't like being surrounded, and when he is, he goes crazy. So a slight tweaking there as well. So those two now ready and raring to try out their new ability, see if their sparring and practicing in the charred barrel goes down a storm. Fedoran walking around with cold feet because his boots have been stolen by Nadog, but other than that the party's fairly happy with affairs. As I said, Fedoran not quite so requiring himself to retrain, to talk about tactics. He's perfect. Plus, if you respec a wizard, you lose all of the spells, including the ones that you learned from grimoires. But anyway, I mean, flame output, he likes fire. Graceful retreat, he needs to run when confronted with danger. And as part of his last level up, he's now got blast as well. I mean, what more can he do? He is the model professional.
Hey.
Anyway, we find ourselves now at the start of today's session outside the charred barrel after resting up. And ready to cause mayhem. Why are we out in the dead of night, you may ask? Well,
All right, then.
There's an open window here that's calling out to us. Fedoran can't quite help but think something's amiss here. The residents of this property could be in danger. They could have been subject to a burglary. Somebody could have climbed in here and they could be holding them hostage. We need to find out exactly what's going on. It's a very odd affair. And Fedoran will find out right now. Yeah. Just something about these shutters. Fedoran can't get them out of his mind. So who is going to climb the vines? Not me. Not me. Oh dear. Is that Fedoran? I was hoping that Adair was going to go up. Oh dear. I think Fedoran's a bit hasty. Perhaps the vine's luring him in and he's lost all of his senses. He's not a climber. Grappling hook. There we go. Pulls it. It's caught on something. It remains taut as he puts his weight on it. All is left is for us to climb the rope. And climb he does. Look at that. He perches himself atop the windowsill and steadies himself against the frame while the breeze cools his back. There is movement inside. Blinking. He slips inside. Oh. Quite a few of us have become minor fatigued as a result of this whole charade. Alright.
Ready, Watcher.
I think Fedoran can hear the distant sound of a soul.
Slow and silent.
Yes. Of course.
Ready, Watcher.
It's quite a nice decor they have in here.
Well?
Just making sure there's no traps. I don't think there would be traps in a residence like this, but you just never know, do you? Especially on chests and things.
Yes. What is it?
The light-fingered Nadog can't quite help himself here.
What is it?
Just looking for clues, of course. That's what it is. Looking for clues.
Yeah?
The coin. I mean, it just fell into his pockets.
Well?
Ready, Watcher.
What do we have here? Raymont guard.
Oh,
Holy moly. Now, are we in here illegally? I mean, are we...
Hey.
That could be a guard of the manor who's got rightful place to be here, and we're going to go and start causing mayhem?
Ready, Watcher.
But something's just not quite right. Something is just not quite... Why is she wielding stiletto and hatchet?
Sure.
Okay. There is a guard here. Might as well pull him in.
Hey.
He's been seen. Right. Let's bring these guys out of stealth. I've actually equipped Durance with the arquebus now as well. See how that pans out. Let's get the Itamak up there. Let's get Nadok up here.
Ready, Watcher.
Oopsie daisy. Get the right weapon on. Just let him come inside a bit. There we go. And we have him. What the hell? What the heck? He fell like a sack of spuds. I thought it was due to Durance's big shot with the gun, but he missed. It was Nadog, I think. 22 pierce damage. Nadog ain't playing games today, my friends.
I could use a wee kip.
Yes. Hey.
Ready, Watcher.
Ooh, there's another guard coming. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's another guard coming. Stand by. Stand by.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, look, he's off. He can't wait. He can't wait. Ooh. Nadog again. He's off. He's off again. Hacking and slashing. Slashing and hacking. Let's get ourselves into the hallway here. I've got a feeling this could be a secret panel. It's got the feel of a secret panel about it. Let's pull a candelabra, maybe.
What is it? Yes.
What did I tell you? Honest to God, it was. You could tell. It's like, look at that. It's different from the others. It's not rocket science, is it? I assure you, I have not been here.
Ready, Watcher.
As you wish. Well?
Oh, trap detected. Uh-oh. We cannot disarm the trap.
Where there's a pick, there's finished.
A fine, large shield. I don't think Adair wants to part with his larder door. He quite likes it.
Hey.
Slow and silent.
We'll come back to that, and when we exit this, this will be the last thing that we do. We don't want to injure ourselves if there's any potential tough fights coming up.
Ready, Watcher.
What is it?
I'll take a look.
Of course.
I'm here.
Raymont's servants. The master bedroom.
Hey. What is it?
Ready, Watcher.
Uh-oh. The hell is that? Oh, it's just the bed. It's just the curtains of the bed. So we've got one guard in here, I think. Oh no, we got two. I think he's actually coming outside. Is he? Oh no, he's just walking about. He's just walking about. Right, okay. There should be no issue here. There should be no problems.
Hey.
I shall be discreet.
All right then.
There we go. Just let him come. Just let him come out.
Hey.
There we go. Attack! Oh! That dog just critted him and turned him into chunks. And again!
I could use a wee kip.
His sparring with Adair has worked a charm. Of course, Fedoran taking all of the plaudits. This was his
Ready when you are.
inspirational speech that caused these to hone their abilities. These apples look too vividly crimson to be real. What are we, in a fairy tale or something? And there's another guard outside. Perhaps we'll just pull him in before we start looting the place. Fedoran, come back here, please. You foolish man. Oh, he's slipping. He didn't turn him into chunks at time.
Well,
We'll let him off.
what is it?
Just make sure there's no trappies here.
Yeah? Well,
Some picks.
there's a pick this finished.
And a peridot.
Hey. Hey.
And what does the flame reveal?
Ready, Watcher.
Setting Sagani off just to continue her scouting. There was just a servant in here, if I was not mistaken, who now has disappeared. Perhaps heard the commotion and ran off in fear.
Well,
I have no idea what I just took then. I didn't mean to do that. So the first floor has been cleared, as best we can tell. Got to remember to come up for that.
hey.
Ooh. Now the guards are friendly. Kinda weird. You haven't realised we've just come... They haven't realised we've just come from upstairs?
Hey. Hey.
Alright then, well, we're free to wander around on this level without fear of causing a scene, which is nice. So we'll just see what's going on. We won't take things from this ground floor, obviously. Some kind of alcohol. She looks like she could be an important person. Let's have a quick chat, shall we?
Ready when you are.
Father never read to me, always busy with his own books. It's a shame. It's sad to hear. Very sad. There's got to be more to this place than meets the eye. Ah,
Just say the word.
Lord of the Manor.
Hello.
Lord Raymont holds a shipping manifest in his well-manicured hands. Despite his expensive clothes, he has the sallow complexion and restless air of a man who devotes all his days and most of his nights to work. If you have business to discuss, make an appointment with my attendant. I don't have time for unexpected visitors. Okay, I suppose Fedoran inquiring who he is, and also asking him to divulge a bit of information about himself. Lord Raymont snaps the pages in his hands. I am lord of this house and not prone to idle chatter. If you have no business here, I suggest you be off. He doesn't look up from his papers. Oh dear, well, we don't want to ruffle any feathers here. How very odd. So he came in here via an upper window. The Lord won't speak to us. Upstairs,
Hey.
we were being attacked, but downstairs we're free to wander around. How? Yeah, very odd. I've got a feeling that we may come back here at some point, or there may be something for us to do here at some point, but we just haven't kind of stumbled across it yet. Anyway, we're off back upstairs. See you guys. See ya. Bye-bye.
Hey.
How very odd. Was it? Unless we can't actually get into the house via the front door, this is the only way in, but anyhow,
What is it?
nah dog, I'm afraid you're going to have to take the sacrifice here.
Poison. Hardly fair.
Time to bring out the bedrolls, I think.
A malignant cloud trap. In the grand scheme of things, not the worst thing that could have happened to him. A couple of, well, about 20 points of damage, so very, got away very lightly. 250 coin and Heart of the White March. Wow, look at that. Priceless jewel. Jewels like this were once believed to attract dragons. Wow. Okay. I wonder if we can walk out the front door. Do excuse me. It's very odd that we're just running up and down the stairs and nobody's blinking an eye here. Ah, the sun has risen, it seems. All right. Raymont Manor. Yeah. I don't know what significance going in through the window. You know, what significance that had, but
Hey.
oh well. Bit of adventure in the early hours of the morning. You could just walk through the front door by the looks of it. Anyway, we are moving on. Bright and early to continue our investigation in the Sanitarium, because apparently there's a lead and key agent in there. We didn't have time to investigate the first time we entered because we were too busy trying to get to the bottom of the situation with Modred and also find somebody to help Al off. But now we can conduct our investigation in full. And Fedoran intends to do just that.
Hey.
So we'll start on this level and we'll just work our way down. Now there was somebody in here that required Fedoran's questioning. Is he still here? Yes, he's still giving his class. Ordmer. This poor chap, still in turmoil.
Well met, friend.
Hello again. Can I be of some use to you? Yes. Asking what he does here. Close as we are to the Glenfathan Wilds, we get a number of Beerwick maimings every year. Survivors dealing with complications from exposure. This fellow here is a severe case. His essence is a mere whisper of what it was. I am early in my research, only beginning to understand how they work. But in time, I hope to find a way to protect people from the storm's effects.
Hail, traveler.
And do you know anything about awakenings? Fedoran asking. I'm afraid that's not my area of expertise. Alright.
Greetings.
And finally asking about the Sanitarium. Nodding eagerly. It's the mission that attracted me here. The treatment of the disturbed. No one else seems to care about them. Here. They've worked wonders for them. I've seen people cured of insatiable hungers and uncontrollable urges. I've seen the crippled walk and the dysphoric smile, all within these walls. The thought that the Duke could put an end to it with a single order, it keeps me up at nights. Fedoran glancing on the table to get any sort of evidence, any clues. Just leaflets and books. And in the bookcase, St. Widwin, Farmer Become God. We've read that before, I think. Telling the story of how St. Widwin was approached by Aophis and yada yada yada. Not quite up to Fedoran's reading. Reading about religion and stuff like that. Alien tragedy. We'll borrow it, it's fine.
Hey. Yeah?
Okay. So Fedoran's having a bit of a nosy around. I think it's downstairs we need to be.
Hey.
Now downstairs was creepy. Okay.
Yeah?
So this is Modred, we know, we've spoken to him before. We're refusing to open the chest for fear of what might be in there. But now we're here on different business. Modred?
Greetings.
Yes? Asking him what he's working on. Just a bit of idle chit-chat to start things off. My area of focus is wicts. More specifically, how to cure them. Okay, asking why he studies wicts. Huffing. What kind of question is that? Just think of all the families that could be healed, the lives that could be restored. What could be more important? His face reddens and he turns away from you in a moment. Shakes his head. Animancy has an answer here, I know it. It's simply a matter of working it out. Alright. Fedoran asking if anything unusual has been happening around here. Huh, you must be joking. This is a sanitarium. Nothing is usual down here. Pausing. Although, now that I think of it, the patients seem more agitated lately. But they're Caedmon Azzo's responsibility, not mine. Takes a deep breath. Then if there's nothing else? Okay, yes. Just looking around. Then be quick about it. Don't touch anything. The sanitarium has a lax visitor policy, but I don't. Gets back to his work. Yeah, the patients are more agitated than normal. Caedmon Azzo is responsible for their care.
Yeah?
Is that so? Right, some construction work has been completed back at Fedoran's Keep. Forgot the name there. Ooh, good grief. Fedoran had me shot down in flames. We need to return here after the incident in the charred barrel with the captain. Can't remember her name, but we were instructed to go back and see what's developed since that incident, but we'll get there eventually. So we've now completely upgraded Bright Hollow with the hearth, the lab and the courtyard pool. So what is next on the list? We've also upgraded the Barbican, both east and west, and the main keep. So I think if we continue on our sort of theme of making sure the infrastructure of the keep is up to scratch, I think the towers would be next. Yeah, making them the thing that people see, having them pristine in great order, just makes a statement, doesn't it? Yeah, the towers, that would be nice. That would be very nice. 3 days, 800 coin. Yes. And then we'll get to work on some of the other stuff, perhaps. The Bailey seems to unlock a few things, so maybe the Bailey should be next. How much is that? 800, 2 days. Yeah, that seems like the next logical choice. It unlocks quite a few things. And then we'll focus on perhaps some more security, because our prestige is overtaking our security level, which I don't think is marvellous, but anyway. Onwards with our interrogations.
Ready when you are.
So this, of course, is Bella Sage. We talked to her in the last session about Alof, but does she know anything about what's been going on around here? She seems to have misplaced her notes. Yes, she seems to have misplaced them into Alof's pockets, if I remember rightly.
Hey.
Oh dear. Ooh, so we're in Pastures New now. Pastures New. I'm going to quick save it. Pastures New usually mean trouble. Sanitarium guards.
Ready when you are.
Ripley. Right, we don't know who we're talking to now, so just in case they turn nasty, bringing in the party.
Yeah?
Good day to you.
So this is a young Orlan woman who is tracing her fingers along the spines of books in front of her, row by row, her motions quick and skittish like a bird's. She does not notice you until you are nearly upon her. Oh my, you startled me. Are you supposed to be in here? Not announcing why we're here straight away, but perhaps again opening with some small talk. Simply asking what she does here. I mostly help Master Azo set up and clean his equipment. I also keep his office organised since he's too busy to do it himself. If there's nothing else, I need to get back to work. Yes, and now announcing why we're here. Simply that we are investigating suspicious activity in the Sanitarium. Oh, I'm just Master Azo's assistant. He'd know more about that, but he's in the middle of an busy with some patients. You won't be able to see him until he comes out from the patient ward. Yes, I don't think Fedoran let that slip by unnoticed. Is Azo busy with patients, or is he running some sort of experiment? Emphasising the word experiment, of course. I'm just an assistant. It's not my place to gossip. I'm sorry. Well, we won't ask her how to get into the ward. We don't want to drop any hints what we're doing. Raise alarm bells. I'm sure we can get in there by sweet-talking the guards, maybe. Thank you, Ripley. You've been very useful. Ooh. So he's absent from his office and he's running some kind of secret experiments. We should take this up with the head warden. Indeed, we should. He will give us access if we need it, but there is one more door here, so we'll just have a peek inside. See whose quarters this is. Whoa, what is this? This doesn't look very pleasant at all. Right, back upstairs. I think Fedoran getting right into this investigation work. He barely has to open his lips and people spill out their deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah? Hello!
Oh, yeah. He sounds a bit bright and chirpy, doesn't he? Have you learned anything of interest? Maybe we have. Asking if Cadman Azo is running experiments on the patients here. Experiments? Cadman Azo is in charge of patient welfare now. He's not authorised to run any more experiments. I am disappointed in Cadman. I had hoped he would be the one to guide your inquiry. He'll be in his office or in the patient wards. I am granting you immediate access so you can find him. No doubt you will wish to speak to him further on this matter, and I, for one, am curious as to what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. There are a few dangerous cases. I would ask also that you do your best not to agitate the patients. They have enough troubles as it is. Oh dear, this doesn't sound very much like fun, does it? We have a potential rogue, member of staff, and dangerous patients. Ooh. 270 copper pans earned in taxes.
Hey.
It's not going to make us millionaires overnight, but slow and steady wins the race.
Hey.
Okay, approaching the guards and no doubt announcing that we have authorised access. Indeed, the doors swing open for us just like that. Oh boy, we've got constructs here. Flesh constructs. This is not good. This is not good. Maybe we should send Sagani in first under the cover of stealth. What do you think?
Right.
She agrees. Freyol. Okay, there's guards in here. We should be okay. Lord Bringrigar, still awaiting an audience with Fedoran, Lord of the Keep. And he's waiting a long time. 7 days he's going to wait for us. We may be back there within 7 days.
Hey.
We shouldn't really keep a man waiting, but we're rather busy.